pumps $60,000 into our economy. How many of you were up in Tallahassee and saw the domino effect video? It illustrates how that happens. For every home we sell, we touch people, we create jobs. We landscapers, home cleaners, home inspectors, pest control, pool maintenance. All of those people are affected when we sell a home. For every 2 homes sold, 1 job is created. The best way to create jobs is to create home ownership. You cannot have one without the other, period. This is a message that we intend to bring to Washington, D.C. next week when many of us, your leadership included, will be meeting with every member of Congress. It is all about housing. I'd like to take a few minutes, though, and bring it on a more local level. As I said, I've had the privilege of traveling the state this year, and everywhere I go, the energy out there, my favorite word, is palpable. Realtors are in a good mood again because we're selling real estate. The market has changed. Heck, even the press has had to put a couple of positive headlines out there. I know they hate to do it. But this is it perception or is it reality? As we know, perception creates reality. But what is really happening statistically? Well, Florida Realtors, that's you guys, pumped $500,000 into a new division at our state level. It's called the Industry Data and Analysis Group, IDA. And every month they put out a report. And thanks to Steve McWilliams and the leadership in Fort Lauderdale, you have held their feet to the fire and have really helped them bring to you the most accurate and meaningful information out there. The latest statistics show that statewide pendings, March, year over year, pendings are up over 40%. Now we know that pendings are forward-looking, but here's the other key metric, folks, and I know that you all are experiencing it here because I am in my office as well. Inventory is down 42%. So pendings are up 40, inventory is down 42. What's that going to do? It's economics 101. You have pressure on demand. You have very low inventory, very low supply. That's forcing the pricing to tick up. Lawrence Young, National NAR's economist. A couple weeks ago, I was at the International Economic Summit in Palm Beach. I was facilitating a panel. Lawrence was on there. He stood up. This made the press. He said last year, I predict that it's possible that Florida will experience a 10% uptick in pricing. Possible. I'm here today, and this was a couple of weeks ago, he said, I'm here today to say that it is probable that Florida will experience a 10% uptick in pricing. So it went from possible to probable. Are you all feeling it out there? Yes. I'm very excited to tell you that you can go on to floridarealtors.org, log in, go to the left-hand column, there's a research tab, click on it. There are great monthly reports for you to use, post on your website, email to your clients, by county, by zip code, all the numbers are there. I want to talk to you as well about 2 really cool benefits of membership as a Florida Realtor. How many of you have had the misfortune of having to call into the Florida Realtors legal hotline? Great benefit. But we couldn't say it was a great benefit several years ago because, in fact, when you did call into the legal hotline, you were on hold for 20 to 30 minutes. Sometimes you were on hold through lunch. That, to me, is not a great benefit. We looked at this last year, recognized it was broken, and we fixed it. So if you have called into the legal hotline this year, has anybody called in this year? Raise your hand. Yes. What was your, how long were you on hold? 5 minutes? No, don't tell anybody that, okay? That is a huge turnaround. They hired more attorneys and they got smart as to how they handled the calls. By the way, if no hold is still too long, you can email them your message and they'll call you back later that day. Another cool benefit of the Florida Realtors is our technology helpline. But many people don't know that on the tech helpline, they will help you with anything related to technology. Got a new computer? Call the helpline. Got a virus, call the helpline. Putting in a new printer, call the helpline. Having a problem with your new computer with Windows 7, 64-bit operating system, 32 gig memory, 2 terabyte hard drive, extra hard drive, and array configuration that's not playing well with your 16-bit web-enabled, secure, encrypted, wireless, gigabyte Ethernet, Wi-Fi router, connector, access point.
Damn.
Your helpline is open, get this, Monday through Friday from 9 to 8 p.m. and even on Saturdays till 5 p.m. By the way, the helpline averaged 64,000 calls last year. That's an average of 5,000 a month. The last thing I want to share with you as it relates to Florida Realtors brings it home to Chuck Monfiglio Jr. Chuck, raise your hand. Chuck is our chair of the Florida Education Foundation. Now, Florida Realtors historically has had a Florida scholarship year after year. We all go to Orlando, everybody gets their Kleenexes out, and we hear these wonderful essays, and the winners get a nice scholarship. The problem with that program was Realtor family members were excluded from membership. That was a big problem. So, we fixed it. We formed a separate education foundation. Now all of you contribute $1 a year, which by the way, Florida Realtors has 116,000 members. That's $116,000 that we funnel into the scholarship program. Chuck is our state chair. Thank you for serving. We gave away $263,000 in scholarships last year, and many of it went to members of Florida Realtor families. So give yourself a hand. So I might have gone over. So now I'm just going to move it into the motivational part of my speech. You all know what the definition of motivation is?
Money.
No. Motivation is the farmer who rolls an ostrich egg into the hen house and says, ladies, this is what the competition is doing. RPAC, you know, as your state president, my passion, my initiative, my focus, our focus has been laser focused on advocacy. We all know what our past successes have been. We stopped the 6% tax on sales tax. We increased home sales with our first-time home buyers tax credit. We got that home buyers tax credit extended. We passed property tax portability when people weren't selling because their property tax bill was so high that they couldn't afford it. We passed a property's value being taxed on its actual use instead of its highest and best use. We put the proof of burden on your tax assessment on the shoulders of the tax appraiser instead of on the shoulders of the homeowner. I can go on and on and on and on about what we have done. Biggest thing we've done, and here's going to be one of our talking points this May, is that we originally got the forgiveness of mortgage debt excluded from taxation. How many of us know that foreclosures, REOs, etc. get excluded from capital gains tax because of our initiatives? That's expiring in 2012. We are going to be talking about getting that extended. That is going to be one of our talking points. Last point, how many of you pay an occupational tax? How many of you pay an occupational tax?
You all do.
You all do. In Coral Springs.
No, don't tell them. Hold on 1 second. Don't tell them. The mayors don't want them to know that they don't have to pay taxes.
I know I have to respect my mayors. Thank you for your leadership, but the bottom line is, I was just up in Coral Springs, Coldwell Banker. I was told that they pay $120 a year. We never thought it would pass at the state, but it did. We are no longer having to pay occupational taxes starting in 2013. So, knock, knock, knock. They're going to be very aggressive in collecting it this year. They've earned it this year, but starting in 2013, no more. Thank you for giving me your time. I see that my hook is here. Usually it's me standing over there. So I will come back at the end and we'll recognize our large major investors. Thank you.
Stop it now. Just